Welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. Today we're here at William Dick Price Stadium for the first preseason football scrimmage for the NSU football team, and we're joined now by head coach Latrell Scott. And coach, scrimmage just ended a few minutes ago. I know you haven't had a chance to see the film yet, but a couple things that stood out to you one way or the other.
Well, obviously, we've got to make sure on offense that we don't have penalties to put us in bad situations. And I was proud of the way that the defense played early, but really excited about the way the offense bounced back once they got the ball across the 50. We were able to put the ball in the end zone twice. Greg Hankerson made two nice touchdown throws. Latrell Scott had some nice touchdown runs in the red zone area, but decent effort. But like I said, way too many penalties, and we put the ball on the ground a few times. A lot of things we still need to clean up.
As you said, the defense got off to a nice start, several key stops, also a nice interception by Demetrius Williams. Seems like that unit may be starting to get a little bit of chemistry together.
Well, no question about it. That unit was a little bit ahead of the offense coming into the scrimmage, but it was really good to see the offense catch up and make some plays. And it wasn't the twos scoring; it was the actual ones going down against our first defense. So that was very encouraging. But I'm thrilled about the way our defense has played to this point. But as I told those guys, if we've got 75 yards behind us or 4 yards behind us, we've got to get stops.
And you mentioned the offense bounced back nicely, especially in the second half there. Your first full scrimmage to evaluate everybody, including your new starting quarterback, Greg Hankerson. And as you mentioned, he really got things going. We saw his quickness with his feet early in the scrimmage when he kind of had to get flushed out a little bit, but came back with some nice plays through the air.
Well, I think as Greg learns to trust the protections and do all the things that we ask him to do, the sky's the limit. He did a great job managing the offense, didn't have any signal issues, a few protection areas that we can clean up and fix. But I think he's well ahead of where we thought he'd be, and we're moving in a positive direction with him.
Obviously, your running game, you mentioned Latrell Scott with the strong scrimmage. It seems like there's some nice competition there at that second running back spot behind Gerard Johnson.
No question, and obviously you saw Gerard earlier, and we weren't trying to have him rush for 1,000 yards a day, so we gave the younger backs the opportunity to compete, and I think today Latrell might have come out on top. But it's still early, and that battle will go into camp, but I would imagine that when we go and watch the tape tomorrow, that he'll probably be our number 2 tailback coming into Monday.
You're just a little more into your first full week of preseason camp. What do you want to see out of your team this next week before we have our second scrimmage next Saturday?
Continued improvement, making sure that we're not making the same mistakes that we made in this scrimmage. I think we practiced backed up yesterday, and it was a disaster. Today we came out and were able to move the ball backed out. We gave up some big plays down the field by the defense early this week. Some missed tackles by the defense early this week. Those guys made those corrections. So we just need to make sure that we continue to improve, and as I said, we're not making the same mistakes over and over again.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for joining us. One scrimmage down and just 3 weeks to go before we see Rutgers.
No question about it. We're looking forward to it. Lots of improvement, and hopefully we can get more people out here at these scrimmages on Saturday.
All right, we look forward to seeing that. Once again, that's head coach Latrell Scott after our first preseason scrimmage here from Dick Price Stadium. We'll join you again next week for scrimmage number 2 on NSUSpartans.com.